Pramod Mahajan and his wife Rekha have 2 children. The son Rahul, who is a pilot with Jet Airways, has now started his own business, while the daughter Poonam is married and lives with her son and husband in Hyderabad. A little tidbit especially for you. Pramod Mahajan is addicted to Kyonki Saas Bhi Kabhi Bahu Thi. Quite the family man then, who shrugs off his reputation as a man who enjoys the company of women. So I'm sitting here seriously with Pramod and the family to find out how liberal a father Pramod Mahajan is. So I know, of course, that you're married with an adorable baby who we were hoping would have been here but is not. And I was going to ask you whether this was a love marriage, this was an arranged marriage.
Complete love marriage.
Complete love marriage, yeah. Daddy had no problems with your marrying sort of outside the Maharashtrian community? No, nothing at all.
Love marriage, I can't have a problem because I too had a love marriage. So I can't.
Really?
Yeah,
I was just going to ask you that. Was it a love marriage
yeah,
also?
so I can't...
You couldn't object. You couldn't object. And you got married when? Very young.
My father has already died. I wanted to marry my younger sister. And we do not have any relatives, and my mother's desire was that the Kanyadan should not be done by some distant relative.
Okay.
So we were already in love with each other. She said you should marry.
For a long time?
Must be 3-4 years.
Okay.
So we married on 11th of March and did my younger sister's Kanyadan on the next day on 12th of March.
And Rahul, what is Rahul, what is he up to these days?
Work-wise, starting some new projects now, which, as I told you
being
before,
very
I won't
mysterious
discuss
about.
right now. It will be a pleasant surprise in the coming future.
But it's in which area? Media, in something else?
Something to do with
the media.
It's not pastry, but still it is,
So
important.
obviously, Daddy is quite easygoing and liberal, allowing you to do,
Of course.
not expecting you to follow.
When I was
either.
18, he told me that बाप और बेटी की चप्पल same size की आती है, तो वो बाप बेटी के दोस्त बन जाते हैं.
That's true.
So that's.
But he
that's
never
how-
wanted you to ever take a certain profession or
Never,
a career.
never.
His shoe size is bigger than me nowadays.
Acha. So what's it like having a very famous, high-profile, very well-connected father?
The whole upbringing was always we gone by bus till our whole school, gone by car also, same time gone by bus also.
Typical Marathi middle class upbringing, you can say.
Our education was done in Marathi medium school, so
Really?
yeah.
But college?
When the English medium was available, I said every leader says that you must have a Marathi medium.
Yes.
And almost all leaders
Their children
who
go to-
talk about Marathi, their children goes to convent school. So I told them, both of them, that you study in Marathi school.
Till which
Learn
class?
English.
Till 10.
Till 10th. All secondary education, not only primary.
But there could have been a school where you could have had Marathi as well as English.
No, the nearest schools were for Pune. The nearest school was Vivekananda School, which is the best one, run by Hashu Advani, who was my colleague. I would have got admission any day.
Yeah.
But due to my fascination of having primary secondary education, she went to Sion in Chembur. And at the age of 3.5, she had to travel 1.5 hour in bus
Yeah.
to go there.
Because
Still
we
we
insisted.
insisted that if you have some principle, if you can't make your children to learn in Marathi, what is the point in asking the whole society to go for Marathi? That was the reason.
But it
But
helps.
there are also some sort of, when you are a very public family, there are also things that, like controversies, like things that come out in the paper which are not always very comfortable or, which make you feel embarrassed, especially when you're young in school and college. As a family, how do you deal with that? Or do you have the kind of relationship where you would go to him and say, you heard this, and is this true, and what would be the real story about this? Would you do something like that?
Understanding we already got inbuilt within us to understand. There's no need of that, kind of fundamentals to go what happened, because we already know. So what is the basic of stories. So that understanding is always there within at least in your family, members.
Yeah. So you wouldn't broach the subject at all.
No, we will talk, but it's not to talk at the beginning of what happened was like this or not. More or less, we've been involved.
Would you discuss it amongst yourselves? Would you at least discuss it?
Definitely.
We discuss the solution. When we discuss the solution, during the solution, naturally the necessary explanation comes. So I don't think any kind of a controversy has created some kind of a
Divide.
problem or divide within the family.
And Rekha ji, you. I was going to ask you, I was going to ask you this question, that your husband has also been a very charming man. He's always had a way with the ladies, I believe. I don't know, this is what I've heard.
That's actually a compliment.
Of course, that's what I meant. It is. It's the way you look at it. It's the way you look at it.
Charming man, yeah,
He is
definitely.
charming.
Charming man.
All the ladies
That is
ask
the
about
personality.
my
Yes,
friends also.
yes.
So I'm quite...
Exactly.
Yeah.
Your
a very
man
big
has to be a ladies' man. He can't be a gents man.
He can be a man's man, a Marlboro man. So do you all have any aspirations for your dad? I mean, would you like to see him rise higher, maybe be Prime Minister one day or anything like that? Do you all ever think about things like that?
I don't know Prime Minister, but we would love to see him
Rise higher and higher. Yeah.
Whatever post, whatever
Yeah.
place where peace of
Very-
mind and happiness is there. And
Because-
where he can enjoy whatever he's doing, not in situation where actually you're in such a situation where you don't enjoy or do whatever he can do. Where he can do what he wants to do at fullest capacity of his, with fullest strength.
Yeah.
I think that's most important.
So you'd
Yeah,
hope and pray for that.
Definitely.
Yeah. So on that happy note, we all pray the same for Pramod, that he will rise higher and higher and have peace of mind and happiness. That's all we have today, and hoping to see you again next week, same time on by invitation only. Thank you very much for being with us today, all of you. It was a pleasure.